guys, welcome back to Sheriff Mucus. Today, we're playing Donkey Kong Country. Now, this game is wonderful, because you can do so many things in it with a couple of monkeys. But first, you know what I'm gonna do? Is I'm gonna go to Candy's save point, and maybe if we save now, if we get a game over, we won't have to fight the other guy in the future. Better save twice and make it nice. Hey, I didn't want to fight him again, but oh well, I guess we need the practice. This boss music has so much tension. It really makes you feel like you're about to whack a beaver. Especially one with sporadic jumps, but we've been over that last episode. Easy as Donkey Kong. We defeated him for the 3rd time ever. I don't know why he even keeps fighting us. He doesn't stand a chickadee chance against us. Now we're on to Winky's Wiki Walkway. So many precise jumps you have to make, especially as a couple of Donkey Kong friends. I wonder if real-life monkeys and gorillas have to make jumps this tricky. I'd imagine not, because this is a video game, and as much as I'd like to believe that video games are like life, they're actually sort of like fiction, a way to escape into something new. And now we're on to the bonus level, where we collect all the nanners, all the bananas, and we get an extra life for all of us to save the world from the evils of the Crocodile Clan. Ostrich token, here we go. If you saw a medal shaped like an animal as you were going around the wild, which animal would you want it to be? I personally would want it to be a monkey, just like Donkey Kong, or perhaps a toad, like the Battletoads, which was also developed by the company Rare. Now we're on to Cart Carnage. Now, let me tell you something about minecarts. I've never been on one in real life, but if I could, I'd much prefer it to a car. Because cars, you see the same thing every day. You see trees, and you see other cars, and sometimes you see animals. But if you're riding on a minecart, there's leaps, there's bounds, and there's so much to do. It would be more fun than just a regular car. Now, we gotta time these jumps. This place reminds me of the Turbo Tunnel from Battletoads. We collect the K for Kong, Donkey Kong, and Diddy Kong, and Candy Kong, and Cranky Kong, and Funky Kong. I wonder if they're all one big family. You gotta be precise with those jumps. This game teaches you that art requires precision, and you can't rush perfection. You gotta keep trying until you conquer. Rise, conquer, and play video games. Let's go. You gotta make sure you're on the edge of the platform before you jump, but not too on the edge of the platform. Because if you're too on the edge of the platform, then you just fall. And we collected a golden narwhal. Honestly, he was my favorite friend of ours that we've collected. Oh, darn it. What was that? Did we get a checkpoint yet? We did, and we're back in the minecart. So it looks like these are the most dangerous obstacles of all, as we can lose our minecart if we jump into them. We might even lose our Donkey Kong lives, and our balloons. If I had a party and I invited all of my subscribers, I'd want the balloons to be like the Donkey Kong face balloons in this game. If I held a party for all of you, what would you guys think? Would you go? Oh. You can't even... Can't even run across the tracks. Deep focus. You know what we always say. Without trial, there's only error. And you can quote me on that. By the way, if you guys want to make a compilation of all the moments that you like the most from my shows, you have my full permission. I love compilations of all my favorite shows. And personally, I'd love to see what you all come up with. Because you guys are great. I've been reading all your comments, and I've really appreciated your input. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being a part of the Mucus family. And the videos have been doing well. They've been getting a few dozen views, in total at least. Uh-oh. We're almost out of donkey lives. And a few dozen might not seem like much, but it's a lot to me. Because that means that people are watching, and people are maybe even liking. Well, no, definitely liking these videos, because I see that they leave the thumbs up on the videos. That gives me trouble. I don't like that image. When I was a kid and I was playing this game, I used to turn it off whenever I saw that image. I don't like how far back it sends you. I used to have nightmares that would just be of that image. I'd just be sitting in my TV room with my video game controller in hand, but I wasn't able to press the buttons, and all I'd see is just Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong all beaten up. But it was even worse than in the games. They had blood on them, and in one of the nightmares, it was even crocodiles taking knives and skinning Diddy Kong. And Donkey Kong was spinning around, being roasted on a spit, with a frickin' apple in his mouth. That nightmare gave me nightmares for weeks. Well, now we're back. You can't take down a couple of monkey funkies like us. And even if you can, a monkey's like a lizard's tail. It always comes back. Now let's get this show on the road. That is, if these couple of Donkey Kongs even know what a road is. Because I don't think in the jungle they have roads. I think they just have paths. But come to think of it, it may as well be a road. And if they have mine carts, that means they have carts, which means they must have roads. Curiouser and curiouser. And we fell into the pit. So much more monkey action. You gotta be right on the edge in order to get those jumps. If I had my own video game, the jumps wouldn't be quite that demanding. But there'd still be a challenge. Maybe later on the jumps could be a little more demanding. And that's at the point where you're used to the game and everything it might have to try and throw at you. Including the vultures. Aw, dang. I'd never want to work in a mine, especially if it has all these beavers and vultures in it. But it might be worth it for the bananas, at least. I don't know if I've even eaten as many bananas in my life as these two crazy friends have collected. But you know what I have collected is the 4 letters that spell Kong and that give me an extra life that I can use to keep going, carrying on, and continuing my adventure, especially into the Cart Carnage. Are you ready? We're ready to take on the Donkey Kong Country Challenge. Because this ain't just no video game, this is a video experience. You'll feel like you're actually racing around on a minecart. You'll feel like you're ready to face anything. That's what I love about video games, tough as nails video games like these, is that if you can race through a world of crocodiles and vultures on a minecart that doesn't even have a steering wheel, you may as well be able to do just about anything. And let me tell you, this isn't a gardening channel, this isn't a cooking channel, and this isn't a vlog channel. This is a Donkey Kong and other video games channel, starring Diddy Kong, Cranky Kong, Funky Kong, Candy Kong, King K. Rool, and don't forget the main man himself. Donkey Kong, he's the #1 dude. You know him, he's not very rude, because he's nice, he's gotta save the day, in his very own monkey Donkey Kong way. He's Donkey Kong, the Donkey Kong rap, a rat-a-tat-tat, snap, snap, snap. Riding on a narwhal, riding on a crocodile, riding on a seahorse, everybody wins. If any of you remixers in the audience want to make me a beat to that you can rap over, please let me know. Or you don't even have to let me know, just make it and upload it and I'll see it. Because I love you. But what I don't love is these minecart stages. Because it's so tough. And who kind of lazy crocodiles and vultures keep leaving broken carts on the track for people to run into? I mean, if I was a minecart person, I would make it to the end of the track and I would pick up after myself. Because that's what good citizens do, is we clean up after the messes we make. People are the #1 mess makers. The least that we can do is pick up after ourselves. Especially in a Donkey Kong country. I don't mean to get so political, I just get fired up sometimes. Especially when we only have one more try. Man, last episode was the barrel blasting episode, and then this is the minecarting episode. This might be a theme. Ah, well. That's our 3rd game over for the playthrough, and this image doesn't get any nicer to look at. But hey, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep being Donkey Kong champions, and eventually, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, we're gonna be the Donkey Kong dudes with good attitudes, and we're gonna save the day from the clutches of King K. Rool. This has been Sheriff Mucus, I love you all, and I'll see you next time on Donkey Kong Country.